Let's talk about marketing strategy. I know. It can sound like this huge corporate buzzword, right? Something super complicated. But what if I told you it's actually just your roadmap, a simple, essential guide to getting where you want to go? In this explainer, we're going to break it all down.
Does this sound familiar? You're putting in the hours, you're posting on social media, you're sending out emails, you are busy. But when you look at the results, the needle just isn't moving. That feeling of spinning your wheels is a classic sign that a key ingredient is missing.
So what's that missing ingredient? It's your strategy. And trying to do marketing without one is kind of like trying to drive across the country without a map. Yeah, you're moving, but are you actually getting any closer to your destination? Who knows?
Every bit of your hard work, every single post, every ad, it's just a random guess, a shot in the dark. You might get lucky and stumble on something that works, but you won't know why it worked, and you definitely can't do it again on purpose. And that just leads to wasted time, wasted money, and a business that feels stuck.
So how do we fix this? Simple. We get the map. We create a strategic game plan. And that starts with defining what a marketing strategy actually is.
Now here's the most important thing to get. A strategy is not your daily to-do list. It's your high-level game plan. It's the why behind the what. It's the core thinking that makes sure every little thing you do is actually working together toward the same big goal.
And when you get that game plan in place, man, it does 5 incredibly powerful things for your business. Let's quickly run through why this is so absolutely essential.
First up, and this one is the most fundamental of all.
Your strategy is like a giant beacon that cuts through all the noise out there. It's what introduces you to the world and makes people even realize you exist. Because let's be honest, you could have the best product ever, but if no one knows about it, it doesn't matter.
Just think about Apple. They are the absolute masters of this. They don't just release a new iPhone, right? Their strategy creates this massive global conversation months ahead of time, building up so much anticipation that by the time it launches, it's not a gadget, it's a must-have cultural event. That's strategy.
Second, a great strategy forces you to look outward. This is a total game changer. It shifts your focus from just selling whatever you make to really truly understanding what your customers actually need and want.
Spotify is brilliant at this. Their whole strategy is built on user data. When they create those personalized Discover Weekly playlists, they're not just giving you songs. They're saying, hey, we get you. And that feeling of being understood, that builds some serious loyalty.
All right, the third reason is all about identity.
Your strategy is what defines who you are. It carves out your own little space in the market and tells people why they should pick you over everybody else. I mean, think of Nike. Their strategy isn't about selling shoes, it's about selling the idea of greatness with Just Do It.
Number 4 connects straight to the bank account. Let's be real. Marketing isn't just about getting likes and follows. It is the engine that drives revenue. A good strategy is that perfect bridge that guides someone from being just a little curious to becoming a paying customer.
And finally, number 5. This one is so crucial for long-term survival.
A really smart strategy doesn't just stop once you've made a sale. No way. It focuses on building a real relationship that turns one-time buyers into lifelong fans. And that's not only amazing for growth, it's also way more cost-effective.
Okay, so the why is crystal clear, right? But what about the how? Let's walk through a simple 5-step blueprint that'll help you turn these big ideas into an actual actionable strategy.
Here it is, a clear 5-step process. You start by setting clear goals, then you get to know your audience inside and out. After that, you analyze the competition, choose your marketing mix, and finally, you implement the plan and, this is key, you adapt as you go. Let's just zoom in on a couple of these.
Step 1 is so important. A goal like increase sales isn't really a goal, it's a wish. A strategic goal is specific. It's measurable. I mean, look at the difference here. One is just hoping for a result, the other is an actual plan to get there. Now let's jump to step 3, analyzing the competition. This is not about copying them. It's about finding their weak spots so you can create your own opportunity. For example, a small local coffee shop can't out-Starbucks, right? But by spotting its weaknesses, that it's expensive, maybe feels a bit impersonal, it can build a winning strategy around community, local sourcing, and a better price.
Then, in step 4, you bring your strategy down to earth with the marketing mix, the famous 4 Ps. This framework makes you get concrete. Is your product really right for your audience? Does the price make sense for its value? Where's the right place to sell it, and how are you going to promote it? Answering these questions connects your big vision to reality.
Okay, before we wrap this up, let's clear up one final, really common point of confusion.
Your strategy is your why. It's that long-term vision. The plan, well, the plan is your how. It's the specific on-the-ground actions, the timelines, the budgets, like your social media calendar for next month. You need both, but the strategy has to come first, always. So I'll leave you with this thought. Being busy is not the same thing as being effective. You're probably already using a ton of marketing tactics. The real question you need to ask yourself is, are they all connected by a single powerful strategy? Because that makes all the difference in the world.